Learn English easily. Chapter 1. King with Golden Heart. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a wise king named Edward. King Edward was known for his noble heart, fair rules, and love for his people. He ruled over a successful kingdom, where everyone lived in peace. King Edward inherited the throne from his father, who had passed away when he was just a young prince. Despite his youth, Edward takes on his responsibilities with passion and kindness. He believed in the power of charity and justice to bring success to his kingdom. One sunny morning, a farmer named Thomas approached the grand palace gates. He was worried about the dry fields that had destroyed his village's crops and affected the people's ability to help themselves. The farmer asked the king for a visit, hoping to get help. Upon hearing the farmer's request, King Edward immediately called upon his advisors and decided to help the struggling villagers. He promised to provide more resources to support the farmers during this difficult period and ordered that the water dams of the kingdom be let go to provide relief to the dry fields. As the news spread throughout the kingdom, the people were inspired by their beloved king's actions. They were able to see immediately how truly worried and involved he was in their well-being. King Edward became extremely popular, and the people around him showed him great love and respect. However, not everyone in the kingdom was happy with King Edward's rule. There were some individuals who were jealous of his power and disliked his popularity. These unhappy people planned to challenge the king's power. One day, as King Edward was walking through his beautiful royal gardens, he was attacked by a group of thieves. They demanded he resign as king, threatening him with harm if he did not do so. Without fear, King Edward looked into the eyes of his attackers and calmly spoke of the importance of unity, peace, and fairness. He reminded them of the kingdom's progress under his rule and the better future they could create together. Moved by the king's words and great courage, one of the thieves dropped his weapon and kneeled before King Edward, asking for forgiveness. The others, too, were deeply touched by the king's character and recognized the error of their ways. King Edward showed mercy and forgave the attackers. He believed in second chances and worked to change their hearts. As time passed, these people became loyal servants to the king's goal of a peaceful kingdom. King Edward was a humble man. He was always searching for wisdom and believed he could learn from anyone. One day, a wise man came to the kingdom. He was old and weak, but he carried a lot of wisdom. The king invited the wise man to his castle. The wise man, named Elijah, had traveled across many lands. He had gathered a wealth of knowledge and wisdom, which he willingly shared with King Edward. One valuable lesson that king learned from Elijah was that a king's true strength is not in his wealth or army, but in the love of his people. He told Edward, "Your people are your greatest treasure. Love them, respect them, and care for them. In return, they will stand by you in all problems." King took these words to heart and doubled his efforts to improve the lives of his people. He built more schools, hospitals, and public spaces. He strengthened the laws, protecting the weak, and ensured justice was served fairly. Years went by, and King Edward continued to bring prosperity and happiness to his people. His legacy as a wise ruler lived on even after his passing, inspiring future generations of kings and queens to follow in his footsteps. And so, the story of King Edward, the kind ruler who embraced fairness, compassion, and forgiveness, became a timeless tale of the power of good leadership and its impact on a kingdom and its people. Chapter 2. A Real Treasure. Once upon a time, there was a small village in a lush green valley. In this village lived a young boy named Noah. Noah was known for his kind heart and bright mind. He was always curious, and his favorite place to spend time was the village library, filled with old books of all kinds. One day, as Noah was reading, he found a map in an old book. The map showed a path leading to a hidden treasure in a cave located deep in the nearby forest. Noah was very excited about this. He decided he would go on an adventure to find this hidden treasure. Noah packed a bag with food, a bottle of water, and a flashlight. The next day, just as the sun was rising, he started his journey into the forest. Noah walked for hours. He followed the map carefully. There were times when the path was hard to find, or when he had to climb over rocks and cross small streams, but he never gave up. Finally, after a long and tiring journey, Noah reached the cave. He could see something shining at the far end of the cave. With his heart pounding in his chest, he carefully moved towards it. To his surprise, he found an old box. Inside were countless shiny gold coins and beautiful gems. Noah was overjoyed. He decided to take the treasure back to his village and share it with everyone. When Noah returned, he was admired as a hero. The village was thrilled to have found such a treasure. It was used to build a school, a hospital, and better homes for everyone. Noah's brave adventure brought happiness to his village, and he was forever remembered as the young boy who turned an ordinary day into an extraordinary one with his courage and generosity. He had not only found a hidden treasure, but also discovered the true meaning of sharing and kindness. This was the greatest treasure of all. And so, Noah and his village lived happily and peacefully, thanking the real treasure, love, kindness, and a strong community.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more.